Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Time to talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League Matchday 26. We told you yesterday that some of the games have been rearranged. And Alfred, I thought it's a good one. Before we run through the fixtures, that players will relax. That those ones that they have been boiling, we'll see if they can come back still boiling. But it's a good opportunity for players to relax, and then we'll come out and see an exciting round of football in action.
Exactly so. And it's a salad break. I mean, you can't, talking about players being with their families at this time.
That's right.
Want to send, of course, to all celebrating Muslim brothers who at this point will be marking the end of the Ramadan period. This is the time that players really want to be with their families and celebrate the times with them. And so the LMC has graciously given rescheduled the matches. Games will now come up Wednesday next week.
That's right,
except
June the
for
28th.
one. Yes, except for one of the games. That's
Rivers
United and 3SC will be played tomorrow.
That's right. Fantastic. So I will just run through the fixtures for Matchday 26. These games will be played next week Wednesday. Put it down in your calendar next week Wednesday. But let's let you see it, and then we will break it down. Except for the game, should Rivers United and 3SC.
And that's because simply because Rivers United are involved in the continent. They played KCC only on Tuesday, and we're trying how to preparing for the next game because they have another home fixture. And so
at the time we will be busy with Matchday 26. They will be looking at
preparing for the weekend games.
That's right. So now you know why Rivers United will be playing Shooting Stars tomorrow. So monitor it, follow it if you love football. And if you are in Port Harcourt, we want fans at the stadium. We talked about it when they played at KCCA. You listen to Stanley Eguma say, "Where is the love?" We want fans to come out, support your team.
That day was enough to chase those who are on the lines, who are not made up their mind. The rain was enough to chase them back home.
Should I know? But no excuses. We keep saying that the stands are empty.
We have to support
the fans, please. You have to go out there. So for Matchday 26, MFM, they'll be back to Lagos. They'll be taking on Sunshine Stars. This match, Sunshine Stars are beginning to show some signs that says we don't want to go down. So they are not easy. With
their new manager, Dukudi.
That's right.
Joined them from Osun United. So for MFM, they know that they've won all of their games.
That's right.
It's only Akwa United have been able to pick a point off them in Lagos, and so if they continue on that streak, it's as good as given that they're going to get maximum points against Sunshine Stars. I'm sure they are not good travelers. Results have shown that they are not good travelers. So for them to just keep pace with the guys at the top, they must continue to win at home. In
their last game, they lost to Kano Pillars 3-1. Sunshine Stars defeated Gombe United 2-1. So it's a tale of who wants to consolidate. You know, so we'll wait and see if MFN can bounce back. Home
games at this time is very, 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 very key.
Other fixtures, Alfred, this is another serious derby. Enugu Rangers taking on FC Ifeanyi.
Tight one. Rangers have always found very tough customers in FC Ifeanyi. It's been FC Ifeanyi.
Interestingly, both teams they played goalless in their last match.
That's goalless for Rangers is an advantage because it was an away game for them.
That's right.
Why for Ifeanyi against Wiki Tories have been whipped by a lot of teams picking points at the Ifeanyi Stadium in Nnewi. Not a good one for them, and so they will be looking for points elsewhere. And that next place is against Rangers. I'm sure that each time Ifeanyi denied Rangers the chance of winning the preseason tournament, LFC preseason tournament in Enugu, and they want to do that again. That game was played in Enugu, and so they just fancy their chance against Rangers. But if Rangers know that they can't afford to drop points at home, because their revival, that away draw they had going in Matchday 25, just kind of give them the boost, because if there was one game that the people expected to lose, but they didn't lose, and just continue that way, hopefully they will consolidate in that game.
Okay, tabletoppers Plateau United, they will be hoping to bounce back at home when they take on Nasarawa United. Remember, they lost their last match against Abia Warriors 2-1, while Gombe United will also be hoping to bounce back at home when they take on Abia Warriors that won their last game also. Alfred, you know the drill on Sports Tonight. We'll run through the table and then I'll put you on the spot. Plateau United, they're still on top of the table despite losing their last game. 5 points difference, 45 points. followed by El Kanemi Warriors with 40, MFM 40, and I'm looking at MFM. If you look at El Kanemi Warriors, they won their last game against Remo. This time they are going to Calabar to play Imba. So give or take, very difficult one for them. So if they don't get to win or pick a point, and MFM wins, and MFM's they will go second, and MFM's next game is still an home game against ABS. So things will happen on this table. Things will happen.
6 points waiting to be grabbed.
Things will happen to this table. I know.
But Plateau United, I think for Plateau United, their next game for them, they host Nasarawa United.
Yeah.
And the kind of form that they've shown at the Rampang Stadium is something that they will go to 48. When you go to 48, means you need to really fight to really stop them.
But this Nasarawa is also the team that we know that when you don't expect a away win, you just say that Nasarawa got it. So they should be very, very careful of Nasarawa United. Aqua United also, they are fourth on the table. It's getting interesting. Aqua, they will go to Remo. They can believe at Remo Stars. But Remo Stars also tough not to crack our home. So Aqua United, let's see if they can get something. We want to see things happen on that top four. Top four and bottom four, things will happen.
I mean, the season has not ended yet. Yeah. It's at this point that you begin to see any results that you get impacts on what you get at the end of the day at the table. And so teams want to defend, hold their own at home, and possibly go away to get the result.
Okay, we saw Stephen Ode still leading the pack there with 15 goals. What a season awesome. That young guy is having, Stephen Ode. But interesting times await us for Matchday 26 of the Nigeria Professional Football confirmation for you there. Look at that. Stephen Ode, that's the guy. Good one. For when you look at the three guys on 11, you want to say well done to us.
Sunday Aditunji was one of the bright prospect for Shooting Stars last season. He moved over to Abia Warriors and he's been in on the goals. Scored 11 so far. Good return for him. Al Hassan Ibrahim also waiting with 11 goals. Tony Okpotu, the other day, got a hat-trick against MFM, taking his goal tally to 10. And of course, the man that has a record for number of goals scored in a season in Nigerian Premier League, 23 goals. Mfomudo is still just there. He's the captain of Enyimba.
Still doing what he can, steps up when Enyimba needs him.
The man that made all of the headlines last season, Godwin Obaje, when he played for Wiki Tories, now for FC Fanyuba, has weighed in with, of course, 9 goals, and Damu Hassan with 9 goals. Okay,
so there you have it. Your top goal scorers in the Nigeria Professional Football League. These are the guys you should be looking out for. Top marksmen doing their thing for their various clubs. Let's just see where we can go from here. Because when it's with the Nigeria Professional Football League, we just want to keep going on. Oh, Alfred. Sadly, this is the part where I must say thank you so much for coming around. I'll bring you back next week Friday. Then games will have been played in the Nigeria Professional Football League, and then we will. Okay. Which of the teams? Just quickly, which of the teams do you think will give us away victories? Can Kano Pillars win at ABS?
Wednesday next week is time for this game. Salah will come and a lot of
Kanifia Yuba win. Kanifia Yuba win at ABS.
I know you are going somewhere.
Alfred, thank you so much for coming. Always a pleasure.